श्री अरविंदो सोसाइटी जोशी मठ के इस खूबसूरत प्रांगण में यहाँ पर विराजमान हमारी माताश्री, पटियाला से पधारे हुए साधक और मेरे मेंटोर भाई पवन कुमार जी, देहरादून के अलग अलग हिस्सों से द ब्यूटीफुल चिल्ड्रन ऑफ द डिवाइन मदर, और चारू दीदी और उनकी टीम जो दिल्ली से आई है, अनिल भैया और आप सब लोग। With this setting, I am reminded of 4 beautiful lines of Savitri. His laughter of beauty breaks out in green reach. His moments of beauty triumph in a flower. The blue seas chant the rivulet's wandering voice, are murmurs falling from the eternal's heart. This whole world is God fulfilled in outwardness. So the whole setting, the divine atmosphere here, these rustling leaves, singing, chirping birds, the meditating, sky-kissing trees, and the majestic Himalayas that is witnessing our Leela here. Everything is part of that great divine cosmic drama, of which Sri Aurobindo and Mother are the 2 pioneers, always there in earth atmosphere, in the consciousness of earth. I am reminded of another beautiful quotation about our Gurudev by one very special soul called or named by Sri Aurobindo Nishtha. She was daughter of then American President and father of public administration, Woodrow Wilson. She said about Sri Aurobindo, "Here is one on earth whom one can love all one's life. Here is one on earth whom one can love all one's life, and in whom one can lose oneself." This was because of the magnificence, the grandeur, the large and loftiness of Sri Aurobindo's all-encompassing vision, the groundwork for spirituality, for earth's destiny, that he so consciously, so materially prepared. Remember the beautiful lines of gratitude engraved on Sri Aurobindo's Samadhi. Those lines are but Earth's admission of gratitude towards Sri Aurobindo. The mother writes that he has prepared everything, achieved everything, willed everything. If Sri Aurobindo and the mother have prepared and achieved everything, as their children, what is our duty? Our duty is to prepare ourselves, to make worthy ourselves of the great yardsticks, the parameters set by them, the groundwork done by them, so that we can proudly stand and utter that we belong to the divine. We belong to Mother and Sri Aurobindo. To lift our consciousness, our wisdom, our heart, our mind to the glory and greatness of that Sri Aurobindo and the Mother are living manifestations on earth. If they really enter in our hearts, we have just one option: to hail their glory, to love them. There is no other option. There isn't a single line of bitterness against anything or anybody in Sri Aurobindo's large evening. A single line of bitterness. Despite facing mountains of difficulties, we don't generally find a single period of respite in our Guru's life. There is no worldly joy. There is no period of respite. His whole life, according to him, has been a struggle, sometimes against starvation in early years on the foreign land. Then in the tumultuous period of Indian political scenario, where he gave some fundamental mantras of India's destiny. We all know we are in an enlightened town and with enlightened galaxy of scholars. That he was the Rishi of New India. Sri Aurobindo was the first to give complete call for independence, absolute Swaraj. In April 1907, on the pages of Vande Mataram, he was the first Indian. Because due to the prolonged period of Dasta, slavery, India had lost its manhood. On the pages of Vande Mataram, he uttered, "One day of slavery robs a man of half his manhood." One day of slavery. Slavery is so hard, sheer, so demotivating. And India was enslaved for thousands of years. We had lost our manhood. If you consciously go through the pages of Karma Yogin, Vande Mataram, I personally find there is only one constant effort to arouse the sleeping lions among Indians. Sri Aurobindo's compassion and love that know India first. What does this Bhumi stand for? What is this land after all? And we all know, according to him, it is God's chosen country, God's own land. The whole India has been chosen by the divine for its Leela. He saves one particular patch of the earth for his Leela on earth. And he writes in his beautiful essay, Yoga and its Objects, that at least in this Chaturith, the land is Bharat. So, never be surprised that India could not be destroyed. India was God's place, God's chosen country. India could not have been destroyed. Nothing can stand, nothing can resist the divine's mightiness, his might. India was not saved by human power, by human tenacity, by human power of resistance. India was saved by the divine for its earthly leader. This is the realization that we get from Sri Aurobindo. Go through the pages of the beautiful stroke he gave sometimes in, I think, October 1909, just after his release from his ashram, Alipur ashram. He gave again the mantra, Gayatri, Durgastra. दे मां हृदय और मन में देवता का चरित्र दे, देवता का ज्ञान दे, दे मां शरीर और प्राण में असुर की शक्ति दे, असुर का उद्यम दे. And then he goes on and says that India had lost its Gyan, Bal, Buddhi, Brahmacharya, Charitra, the inner Swaraj according to Sri Aurobindo. So he wants to inculcate, to rejuvenate, to re-establish that inner Swaraj, that Antrik Swaraj in Indian life. You know, the beautiful imagery की उत्सल्ला नदियों के तीर पर एकता से, प्रेम से, सत्य शक्ति से, शिल्प से, पावर शक्ति से, सौंदर्य से श्रेष्ठ होकर ऐसी जाति निवास करे भारत. And then again on the beautiful pages of Karma Yogin, he again appeals that recover the Aryan glory first, recover the inner Swaraj first. Everything is there for you. India has the future. India is the future of the whole world. But as Indians, what is our primary duty? To realize the Indianness in our own mind. There are 1.4 billion people living in India, but there are perhaps hardly a very few people in whose heart India lives. There is a sizable difference between being in India and having India in our hearts. So that love, that loyalty towards the Matrabhumi, towards the motherland, that commitment, that perseverance, that nishtha for the lost glory and greatness, for rejuvenation of Bhavani Bharati. Sri Aurobindo named India differently. First time Bhavani Bharati, through a beautiful Sanskrit poem. And then on the pages of the Renaissance in India, page number 57, he gives another name to India. India is Bharat Shakti. So Bharat, our nation is, according to Sri Aurobindo, not a piece of land, not a figure of a speech, not a figment of mind. It is a living Shakti. So that realization should be there, that we are part of the Mahashakti. We are living with Mahashakti. We are children of Mahashakti. And in a letter written to Mr. Roy, Motilal Roy, he writes that I teach no other yoga. Renunciation of ego and acceptance of God in life is the only yoga I teach. I don't want emotional children. I want strong men for the Leela of Krishna and Kali. So he was very clear. He was very clear that what kind of work needs to be done, what is the future role of India, what is the role of a strong man for the Leela of Krishna and Kali. And that's why he adds in Savitri, Earth is the chosen place of the mightiest souls. Earth is the heroic spirit's battlefield. The forge where the arch mission shapes his dreams. Another beautiful aspect of Sri Aurobindo is his vision for man, his vision for earth. He wants to turn this earth into a fragrant garden of the divine. His tapasya is for the tapasya of mankind. So these are the things that will compel us to love and long for Sri Aurobindo. And once the love affair is there is no dearth of time and energy. You never give lame excuses that I could not find time. Nobody says that I could not find time for my love. Once the love affair is real, you have always time for the work. You have always the character and candor for the fulfillment of the promises made in the relationship. So we all are in love with Mother and Sri Aurobindo. That's why we are here. That's why we think of them. That's why we think of their work. That's why we think of India. And that's why we think of a beautiful earth that is turning through different way. Of course, there are periods of anger, rage, ruse, rancor, wars, civilizational crisis, different way. All this is part of perhaps drama. Perhaps God is preparing us through different ways. He is giving us. Again on the pages of Vande Mataram, Sri Aurobindo says that even slavery was needed for the soul of India. She had to realize it, what it means to be enslaved, what it means to be a slave. It was needed for India's soul. कि जब आप गुलाम होते हैं तो आपको कैसा फील होता है. इसलिए भारत की गुलामी के पीछे भी भगवान की मर्जी थी. All can be done if the God touch is there, and there is nothing that can happen without the divine's consent. Again on Savitri, he says, all things hangs here between God's ear, yes and no. So, this is the light that we need to pursue. This is the light that we need to realize. What kind of India Sri Aurobindo wanted? What is real India? Today I see people focusing a lot on the material aspect. We have erected sky-kissing buildings. We have created a massive infrastructure system. All that is fine. Material prosperity is fine. But please read and realize the letter, the message given to Andhra University by Sri Aurobindo in December 1948. That this is the time when the whole world is gravitating towards India for its real patrimony, for its real contribution to humanity, that is yoga and spirituality. And it would be an irony if India turns a blind eye towards these gifts and follows Western ideals, Western models of development by following, he writes, tempting directions. If a country focuses solely on economy, if a country becomes as powerful as America or as expensing force like China, certainly that direction is not ideal for India. For him, yoga and spirituality are the building blocks of Bharat, and that is the line which should be pursued by our country, India. So these are the things, these are the ideals, this is the roadmap set before us by our Guru Shri Aurobindo and the Mother. And Savitri is nothing but his love for the world. Which are the things that are killing the magic of this world or snatching the joy from the hand of the beautiful baby called life? The things are ego, ignorance, darkness, perpetual fear of death. These are the things. So the whole concept of Sri Aurobindo's spirituality and the whole concept of Sri Aurobindo's new man, Superman, is included in this beautiful book, which is not just a poem, not just a prophecy, but a promise and a living dynamic action. There are friends around who when they read Savitri, there are visions appear before them. In dreams, in waking, they realize, they enjoy supreme and sublime experiences. Because Savitri, according to Sri Aurobindo, is not just a poem. He has written it as a creative force, as a means of ascension using Sri Aurobindo's words. And there is inspiration on every page. Ascend to thy high self, create, endure. Cease not from knowledge, let thy toil be vast. No more can earthly limits spend thy force. Equal thy work with long unending times. All of us are generally live on a surface consciousness, entangling ourselves in the same Maya, everyday Maya going on. थोड़ा सा कोई खुर्चे और वो प्रिमिटिव बारबेरिक निकल के सामने आए. सारी पढ़ाई डिग्री पीएचडी एक तरह, थोड़ा सा अगर किसी ने गाड़ी आगे बढ़ा दी उसी पर वो हो जाते हैं, धक्का मार दिया किसी ने. क्योंकि जो हमारा स्वैगर है वो बहुत गहरा है और जो सोफिस्टिकेशन है वो बहुत सतही है, वो निकल आते हैं. बारबेरिक इज ऑलवेज परपेचुअली प्रेडेटरी, बारबेरिक ऑलवेज एट पे एंड ही इज रेडी टू पाउंस. तो ascend to thy high self. We have that power, that force, that we can sublimate our consciousness. We can ascend ourselves to that higher self, which is there in us, in the form of our true self, our chaitya, our spiritual being. And then create. And only when you create lasting things, you endure. Because time is a great force. It finishes everything very mercilessly. If you don't create lasting things, beautiful things, ये जो इतनी एनर्जी हम बाहरी एडिफाइसेस पे उसमें लगा देते हैं, उसको समय बर्बाद कर देता है, पुराना कर देता है. शेक्सपियर ने इसीलिए इस टाइम को कहा स्लट इज टाइम. Slut is time. Just as in the contact of a slut, a person loses its purity, pristineness, character. Similarly, time also changes. Time also disfigures everything. You become obsolete by the power of time consciousness. So endure. You will endure only when you create something. And there is whole earth to be explored and to be, searched. No more can earthly limits spend thy force. There is no limit on earth which can define your limitations. Equal thy work with long unending times, as the work of time is unstoppable, it goes on. You compare with time, you become with Kala Chetana, and you create. And why humans are so great? The only reason that Sri Aurobindo, and why man has developed so much in comparison to other species, other fellow travelers, co-travelers on this earth. The tiger is living on the same place he used to live 5,000 years back. But humanity has changed itself a lot. The reason is perpetual dissatisfaction with ourselves. I am reminded of 4 or 5 beautiful lines from the Life Divine, The animal is satisfied with the modicum of necessity. जो हमारे ट्रेडिशन भी कहती है आहार निंद्रा भय मैथुनम, पशु मतलब पशु उसी में संतुष्ट है, खाना पीना प्रजनन सोना और बस. The animal is satisfied with the modicum of necessity. आज तक ऐसा कोई जानवर नहीं रहा जिसने आपने उसे खाना दिया हो और उसने कहा हो कि बस अब और नहीं, पेट भर चुका है. उसी में बिजी है लगातार. जब तक हम उस चेतना में हैं, आहार निंद्रा भय मैथुन वाले, हम एनिमल कॉन्शियसनेस में हैं. क्योंकि एनिमल का तरीका वो है. द एनिमल इज सेटिस्फाइड विद द मोडिकम ऑफ नेसेसिटी. और देवताओं के साथ क्या समस्या है? द गॉड्स आर कंटेंट विद देयर स्प्लेंडर्स. उनको तथास्तु कहना है, सब हो जाता है. तो देयर इज नो स्पेस फॉर स्ट्रगल, फॉर पर्सपिरेशन, फॉर डेस्पिरेशन, फॉर एस्पिरेशन. उनके लिए सब कुछ सुलभ है. Even they don't age. And using Savitri's line, care never lines their face. Everything is available. तो जब सब कुछ ही डोर स्टेप पर है तो आपको कुछ करना ही नहीं. The gods are content with their splendors. पर मैन के लिए क्या कहा श्री अरविंद ने? But man cannot rest permanently until he reaches some highest good. He is the greatest of living beings because he is most discontented. He is the greatest of living beings because he is the most discontented. And look at the progress achieved by man. Everything has born out of our dissatisfaction. और उस सबसे बड़ा dissatisfaction लाइफ का एक ये है कि I could not do something, I could not be something, I could not care, I could not share, I could not scatter love as a tree scatters, as wind scatters, as flowers scatter. I could not scatter joy that way. I could not love humanity. I lived a very limited, cramped, shrunken life. ये हमारा सबसे बड़ा रिग्रेट होता है मरते समय. इसीलिए सब लोग नाराजगी में मरते हैं, बुझे चेहरे के साथ मरते हैं, रोते हुए मरते हैं, क्योंकि they could not scatter, they could not enlarge themselves. And we can transcend our human boundaries and become Buddha also, become Shuddha also. ये हमारी limitation है. What is a man according to मीरदाद? मनुष्य पोतड़ों में लिपटा हुआ परमात्मा है. बाहर से पोतड़े अगर झड़ जाएं, he is covered, he's a clandestine God. क्या नहीं उसने हमारे बीच से लोग शुद्ध बने हैं, बुद्ध बने, चैतन्य बने, दादू, फकीर, मीरा, रैदास, सरमद, बाबरी साहिबा, क्या क्या नहीं बने. ऐसे किस्से हैं अद्भुत भरे हुए. अपने भीतर से छोटे से शरीर से इंसान ने भगवत तत्व जगाया है. तो मैन इज द ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ लिविंग बीइंग्स बिकॉज ही इज द मोस्ट डिस्कंटेंटेड. ही फील्स मोस्ट द प्रेशर ऑफ लिमिटेशंस. इसको ऐसे समझिए कि एक पशु को पशु होने की कोई टेंशन नहीं है. इंसान को इस बात की बड़ी टेंशन है कि वो पशु रह रहा है, उसके भीतर पशुता आ गई. ये ह्यूमैनिटी का, इसको आप प्राइज कहिए, इसको पॉलिटिशियन कहिए, लेकिन ये है हमारी चीज. वी आर डिससेटिस्फाइड. द मोर डिससेटिस्फैक्शन, डिवाइन डिससेटिस्फैक्शन, द बेटर द पॉसिबिलिटीज. All the world's possibilities are waiting in man as the tree waits in its small seed. Right, Sri Aurobindo in Savitri. Whole world's possibilities are waiting in us. So we need to understand, appreciate his contribution, his love for humanity, his intervention in our personal life. And the more we will love Sri Aurobindo, or the more Sri Aurobindo and the mother come to our hearts, the better carrier, the better messengers we will become for them and for humanity. Then you will never have short of time for his work, his earthly leela, and you will joyfully become a participant in his divine job. For the whole earth, for this beautiful earth, he has dreamed, he has seen a dream that, and he in fact creatively done something. The mother is the best person to speak of Sri Aurobindo. So she writes that what Sri Aurobindo represents in earth history is not a teaching, is not a revelation. It is a straight action, a mighty action, straight from the Supreme. So, this is Sri Aurobindo's presence. This is Sri Aurobindo for the children of the mother and Sri Aurobindo. This is how we should look at our master, our guru, that he is the doer, he has done everything, he has prepared everything, willed and achieved everything. तो ये किसने कहा दूसरा दुनिया में कि man is not the final essay of God, या man is not final. बाकी सारे जो प्रयास हो रहे हैं, हम चैरिटी कर रहे हैं, हम ये कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन पशु तो बदला ही नहीं भीतर का, उसी चेतना पर वो सब हो रहा है. Until that consciousness is changed, radically changed, world conditions will not improve. That's why there is problem of sectarian acrimony, problems of war, problems of hunger, bitterness, arrogance at the level of leadership and nations. जो भी issues हैं, whatever problems are there are problems because humanity is treating these issues at the same pitch. Only इसीलिए श्री अरविंद ने स्पिरिचुअलिटी योगा को कहा उन्होंने, योगा is the transformation of consciousness. Until your consciousness changes, you are not in yoga. Yoga has not entered into you. So our guru, as C.R. Das had said, 3 beautiful epithets for Sri Aurobindo. Poet of patriotism, prophet of nationalism, and third one is very beautiful, lover of humanity. All these 3 aspects perfectly define Sri Aurobindo. There isn't a single line, as I said, of bitterness against anything, any idea, person, nation. In fact, in his poem, The Cosmic Man, he says that when I turn this side, I see Paris, London, and all that, right? I see humanity, I see the whole world. He's the true Vishwamitra, the friend of the world, because he cares for the world. The whole world is there in Sri Aurobindo's writings, under his ken, under his vision, and this has been felt by those fortunate few who witnessed Sri Aurobindo's powerful gaze and presence when, during Darshan Days Day, visited the Yogi Rishi face to face. This has been recorded by them, relished by them, left inspiring accounts for us. And Savitri is but the living testimony, living manifestation of Sri Aurobindo's kripa, his grace, his future agenda for this. We just need to raise our consciousness, our patrata to the level of Savitri, and joy will be there, beauty will be there, laughter will be there. Everything has been written here. Wrong could not come where all was love and laughter. Suffering was lost in her immortal smile. Every page contains some beautiful aphorisms. Open God's door, enter into his trance. Every page, in silence, see God's meaning in thy death. Just be silent and find out what God wants from you. In silence, see God's meaning in thy death. Every page, every book in this book is but a mantra of earth's consciousness, of world's transformation. And the last 12 pages of God's speech to Savitri from book 11, the supreme consummation, supreme choice and soul's consummation, that, O sun world, thou shalt raise earth's soul to life and bring down God into the lives of men. Earth shall be my work chamber and my house, my garden of life to plant a seed divine. When all thy work in human time is done, the mind of earth shall be a home of light. Imagine the imagery, the prophecy, the visualization. The whole earth shall be a home of house of light. There will be no chance for darkness, dolor, ruse and rancor anywhere. We need light in hearts and minds. That is the way to a beautiful world, a perfect world, a more empathetic world. So, this is the joy which Sri Aurobindo has given us. I have just relished or shared a few drops from the honeycomb that Sri Aurobindo is there. I have with us my mentor, my brother, Pawan Bhai. He can also share a few things. about his love or love affair with Sri Aurobindo and some questions, some queries, some observations, some objections can be put forward also. Thank you so much. Pranam.
मेरे मेरे बोलने की जरूरत है इतना सुंदर सुनने के बाद? नहीं, मैं एक छोटा सा, आलोक पांडे ने एक कविता लिखी थी माँ के बारे में, माँ के हस्ताक्षर के बारे में, वो मैं गा के सुना देता हूँ। देखे हमने काल पृष्ठ पर, देखे हमने काल पृष्ठ पर, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, नवयुग का उन्मेष कर रहे, नवयुग का उन्मेष कर रहे, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, नव विहंग सत्यलोकों से, नव विहंग स्वर्णिम लोकों से उतरे हैं मनुज धरती पर, सदा हृदय में बसने आए, सदा हृदय में बसने आए, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, ले आए हैं सत्यलोक से, ले आए हैं सत्यलोक से, परम प्रभु की शाश्वत वाणी, वचन प्रभु का ले आए हैं, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, ये श्री माँ के हस्ताक्षर हैं, ये परम प्रभु का तथास्तु है, शाश्वत का शाश्वत आश्वासन, शाश्वत का शाश्वत आश्वासन, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, परमा जननी के हस्ताक्षर, शाश्वत का शाश्वत आश्वासन,